Hello everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today I am going to discuss the SEO Summit of 2020. मैं हूं आप सभी की एजुकेटर अर्पिता शर्मा और आज की क्लास में हम SEO समिट शंघाई कोऑपरेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का जो 2020 का समिट है उसको हम डिस्कस करेंगे. एंड इन टुडेज क्लास आई एम आल्सो गोइंग टू टीच यू why SEO Summit is important for India and how it's going to help India and Pakistan in increasing their cooperation, and also what is the role of Russia in this summit. What is the significance of this summit? Each and every aspect related to GS paper 2 we are going to discuss. जीएस पेपर 2 से रिलेटेड जो भी एस्पेक्ट्स आपको एसईओ समिट में तैयार करने हैं हम वो डिस्कस करेंगे. आई होप यू विल एंजॉय दिस क्लास एंड द क्लास पीडीएफ यू विल बी गेटिंग इट ऑन आवर टेलीग्राम चैनल सिंप्लीफाइंग यूपीएससी विद ईज. The link is also given below in the description box. Now, before starting this class, here's a small announcement for all of you. It's related to the 6 free live classes for UPSC CSE preparation by top Unacademy educators to be conducted on 12th of November 2020, that is today. आज 12 नवंबर 2020 को 6 फ्री लाइव क्लासेस आप सभी के लिए प्रोवाइड करने जा रहा है Unacademy Plus. And these are the 6 topics that Unacademy Plus is going to cover. Basics of economy, GDP, NDP, NNP, national income, quick discussion on space missions, Water Week Part 2, that is all the current affairs will be covered from 2nd to 8th of November 2020, combined GS strategy for prelims mains with book list, session on landmark judgments of Supreme Court, and most difficult questions asked in UPSC mains from history. UPSC mains, that is GS paper 1. These are the 6 classes that are going to be covered for free by Unacademy Plus top educators. Over here you can see one of those educators are Mr. Rakesh Verma sir as well, who is also a retired IAS officer. ये खुद भी retired civil servant हैं. Basics of economy cover करेंगे हमारे top educator Dipanshu Singh. Water Week will be covered by Atish Mathur, and the the GS strategy class, that is with the book list, it will be covered by Aarti Mishra. And Mudit Gupta sir will be covering landmark judgments, and Anuj Garg is going to cover the most important questions, most difficult questions from UPSC mains GS paper 1 from the subject history. So the link to enroll in these classes are given below in the description box. You have to download the Unacademy Learning app and then register yourself on the app for free using your email ID, and then click on the link given below in the description box and you can access their courses. Okay? तो इस तरीके से ये 6 कोर्सेज जो लाइव क्लासेस हैं ये फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हैं, आप सभी को बेनिफिट होने वाला है, जरूर अटेंड कीजिएगा. लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्लास शुरू करते हैं. Now when we talk about the SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the heads of government are meeting virtually. 2020 summit will be a virtual summit. Invitations have been sent to all the member countries including Pakistan for the summit. इस summit के लिए पाकिस्तान को भी invitation भेजा गया है इंडिया की तरफ से. But there are apprehensions regarding Pakistan's Prime Minister's presence at the SCO summit, right? But the invitations were sent to Pakistan as well. As we all know that India has strong cultural and historical ties or relations with Shanghai Cooperation Organization countries. And this was also addressed by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 10th of November 2020 on the first day of video conferencing in this summit. So you should remember that this is the first SCO summit that is being held in the virtual format. पहली बार virtual format में ये पहला SCO summit है जो conduct किया जा रहा है, and the third meeting that India is participating in as a full member of SCO, because India became the SCO member in 2017. It's 2020 now, so it's the third time that India is participating in the meeting of SCO. India had already become a full member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization in the year of 2017 along with Pakistan. India and Pakistan full time members बन गए थे 2017 में समिट के. ये तीसरी बार है जो इंडिया इस समिट में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहा है. पहली बार ये समिट वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के द्वारा कंडक्ट किया जा रहा है कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक के कारण. India has maintained extensive engagement in various fields under the SCO framework in the past 3 years. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit of Heads of State aims to set forth the agenda and the main directions for the organization for the next year. The meeting will cover all the key areas of organization's activity, including the political area, security area, trade area, economic and cultural area as well. The ongoing SCO summit is being attended by the heads of states of all 8 SCO member states. What are the 8 SCO member states? It's Russia, then India, China, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. So these are the 8 member countries which are participating in the SCO summit. You have to remember their names because it's important for your prelims. इनके नाम आपको याद रखने हैं क्योंकि ये आपके prelims के लिए बहुत important है. Now moving on, the SCO is a very significant organization which has a vast geographic expanse and it's important for Central Asia, South Asia and Asia Pacific region. एक तरीके से ये एक यूरेशियन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कि दुनिया की विश्व की हाफ ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन को रिप्रेजेंट करती है. ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो आपको याद रखना है. 8 मेंबर कंट्रीज है इसमें जिसमें से इंडिया पाकिस्तान तो 2017 में ही ऐड हुए थे. देन चाइना है, रशिया है, ताजिकिस्तान, उज्बेकिस्तान, Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. Now there are 4 member states also which are part of the summit. These are not member but these are observer. ये member नहीं है 4 states, ये 4 countries ये observer है. That means they do not have the right to vote in the summit or participate in the deliberations going on in the summit, but yes they do attend the summit. So that is Afghanistan, Belarus, Iran and Mongolia. तो ये point आपको याद रखना है. You have to remember this point because it's very important for your prelims. Now observer states, who are observer states? Observer states are those states who participate in the meeting but they do not vote in the meeting or they do not put forward their opinions etc. They just sit and observe what is going on in the meeting, right? So India has joined SCO in 2017 at the insistence of Russia and China balanced India's entry with the entry of Pakistan. China is a all-weather friend of Pakistan. So when Russia brought India in the summit, China brought Pakistan in the summit so that Russia's you can say ग्रुप डजंट बिकम मोर पावरफुल. तो रशिया का पलड़ा ज्यादा भारी ना हो जाए इस वजह से काउंटर अटैक किया चाइना ने और बैलेंस करने के लिए अपने फ्रेंड पाकिस्तान को लेकर आ गए समिट में. तो इसी कारण इंडिया और पाकिस्तान दोनों ही इस समिट का हिस्सा बन पाए. एंड ऑन अ गुड नोट ना, इट्स वेरी नेसेसरी टू हैव इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान बोथ इन द समिट. बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है इंडिया और पाकिस्तान दोनों का इस समिट में होना. वाई? बिकॉज ऑलरेडी वी आर फेसिंग लॉट ऑफ ट्रबल्स इन द रिलेशंस बिटवीन इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान. इफ इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान बोथ आर इन summit, they can work on their relations as well, right? That is why it's important. Now what is the significance? इसका significance क्या है SCO का, वो समझ लेते हैं. Now the SCO significance for India lies in its economics and geopolitics with the Eurasian states. All the Eurasian states are in this particular summit or in this particular organization. So if India is also in this organization, so it will be economically and geopolitically beneficial for us. And SCO will provide India with a potential platform to advance its Connect Central Asia policy, which is vital to diversify the country's energy sources and expand its trade opportunities as well. And this would also enable India to gain access to intelligence and information from SCO's counter-terrorism body, which is also known as RATS. RATS का full form क्या है मैं बता देती हूँ. It's a Tashkent-based regional anti-terror structure. Write it down. Regional anti-terror structure. So it will help India to gain access to intelligence and information from RATS, which is SCO's counter-terrorism body. तो ये भी लिख लीजिए कि ये SCO की counter-terrorism body है. ठीक है, it's a counter-terrorism body of SCO. SCO member states occupy the huge landmass adjacent to India's extended neighborhood, where India has both economic and security imperatives. And finally, it's very essential to note that SCO provides an opportunity for the Indian leadership to connect with the leadership of Central Asian countries. हमें एक अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रही है कि हम सेंट्रल एशियन कंट्रीज के लीडर्स के साथ भी अपना कनेक्शन स्ट्रॉन्ग कर सके इस प्लेटफॉर्म के द्वारा. दैट इज व्हाई SCO इज वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट फॉर इंडिया. सो व्हाट आर द गोल्स ऑफ SCO? SCO's primary goals are as follows. First of all, strengthening relations with the member nations, especially China and Pakistan. promoting their effective cooperation in politics, trade, economy, research, technology, culture, as well as education, energy, transport, tourism, environmental protection, and other areas, moving towards establishing a democratic, fair, and rational new international political and economic order, ensuring peace and security in the Central Asian region. Right? So these are the goals of SCOs. ये गोल्स हैं जो आपको याद रखने हैं प्रीलिम्स के लिए एंड इवन फॉर जीएस पेपर 2. Now the question comes that this year India invited Pakistan also. Why was Pakistan invited? First of all, India is hosting the SCO summit. So if we are hosting, we have to invite the members. मान लीजिए आप दिवाली पे आप सेलिब्रेशन होस्ट करते हो, अपने घर पे पार्टी होस्ट करते हो, तो उस केस में आप अपने फैमिली मेंबर्स को तो बुलाओगे. और अगर हम SCO का पार्ट हैं तो हमारे फैमिली मेंबर पाकिस्तान भी हुआ. ठीक है, बिकॉज 8 मेंबर कंट्रीज तो है ना, हम उनको इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते. So that is why, because India is the host, India has to invite the other members of the SCO. The SCO protocol mandates that all heads of government would be invited to the meeting for the meeting to take place. If any one member is not present, the meeting will not take place. All the member countries have to be present. SCO का ये mandate है, protocol है कि अगर आप एक मीटिंग कर रहे हो, SCO की समिट ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहे हो, तो सारे मेंबर्स प्रेजेंट होने चाहिए. अगर एक मेंबर प्रेजेंट नहीं है तो वो मीटिंग कंडक्ट नहीं की जाएगी. India being the host had to invite Pakistan Prime Minister to carry out the constructive role and expand the engagements on such multilateral forum like SCO. So it's the nature of the organization. We have to invite the member countries. That is why we have given the invitation to Pakistan as well. Okay. Now another question comes, could the relationship between India and Pakistan change? ऐसा हो सकता है क्या कि relationship इस SCO summit की वजह से या इस organization की वजह से इंडिया पाकिस्तान का relation change हो? So you can say yes. India and Pakistan relations have been they have faced upheaval times in the past, but the things took a turn for the worse when Pakistan backed militants and launched a terrorist attack on the armed forces at Uri. 2016-17 में तो काफी रेपुटेशन, हमारी जो रिलेशनशिप्स थे वो बहुत खराब हो रहे थे. But the joining of India and Pakistan to this organization SCO has shifted its focus from being Central Asia centric to considering the issues and security of Southern Asia also. And also we have finalized the Kartarpur corridor between India and Pakistan on the Ravi River. So it has also presented a narrow ray of hope for starting the talks between India and Pakistan on mending up the relationship between us. So always we have to be future oriented and peace oriented. हमें हमेशा अपना दिमाग future और peace oriented रखना चाहिए, जिसके बेसिस पे हम ये कह सकते हैं कि yes, India and Pakistan अगर दो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के इतने ग्लोबली इंपॉर्टेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के मेंबर्स हैं तो रिलेशनशिप्स में कुछ बदलाव तो देखे जा सकते हैं फ्यूचर में. Now the question comes, what is the role played by Russia? See, on the insistence of Russia only we joined this summit. India ने इस organization को join किया रशिया के कहने पर, right? तो India and Russia have a very strategic partnership which is rooted in mutual trust. The watershed moment in relations between India and Russia was the signing of Treaty of Peace and Friendship in 1971. USSR उस टाइम पर रशिया था, तो रशिया और इंडिया के बीच में जो 1971 में Treaty of Peace and Friendship साइन हुई थी, तभी से हमारा रिश्ता गहरा बनना शुरू हो गया. Now this treaty was the manifestation of shared goals of the two nations as well as a blueprint for the strengthening of regional and global peace and security. And thus Russia also insisted and opened up the entry for India in the SCO organization as well. And when we look at the sectors of technical sectors or IT sectors like the IT forum, Arctic forum, etc., there also India has participated in all these economic forums with Russia. So Russia has been growing closer to China also, which might prove to be a cause of worry to India because give on the basis of or in the light of the relations between India and China if they are concerned. तो ये आज तक का हमारा रशिया और इंडिया के साथ की जो रिलेशनशिप्स की इवॉल्वमेंट है वो दिखाई गई है, राइट. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द कंक्लूजन, नाउ हियर इंडिया हैज to utilize the opportunities that SCO provides for India. And if we utilize because we have used this platform, we have entered into this platform, and if we are very diligent and careful in our engagements, we can have a lot of opportunities from this platform alone. And we need to utilize these opportunities. It's a multilateral platform, right? So we can raise the issue of terrorism also, and we can put pressure on the issue of terrorism through this platform. We can also maintain, establish establish stronger relations with China through this platform. We can mend our relations with Pakistan through this platform. So it's a very huge opportunity for India when we are saying that we are hosting this platform and we are a member of this permanent platform, right? So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you really enjoyed it, do give it a like and also share it with the other aspirants if you know them, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.